Hi everyone, Tara from Tara's Tank Friends here. I've been having a little bit of trouble putting a video together lately, so I figured I would just do a quick sort of show and tell about my oldest community tank. There is some glare coming in from the windows, and the shade is drawn, so I can't do anything else about it. So I do apologize for that. Yeah, this has been up and running for about 3.5 years. It is a 29 gallon, just a standard 29. Had some lighting issues lately. It was originally a kit tank, and the lights that came on the lid, first the AC adapter went out, that got replaced, and then the lights themselves started going one by one. The spare light that I put on the top of it was strobing too much for me to be able to film this. So I eventually was able to purchase a new light, which was supposed to be like low light, tank light, and it was way too bright. This is the tank at full brightness, so you can see it's a little too much for low light plants. So I got a dimmer for it. This is the dimmer here. It's kind of a weird dimmer. The light button doesn't do anything. The speed button controls the brightness, and mode makes it flash. I don't know why light doesn't do anything. The barrel connector is also a little loose, so I've got like some electrical tape around there to hold it together. So I don't think, oh hi Basil, don't think it's going to be the last dimmer that I have for this tank, but it's working for now. I still have my big, beautiful, slightly insane male emperor tetra. And here, these are the Nematobracon palmeri. He has 4 girlfriends, 2 of which are smaller. You can see one there is quite a bit smaller than this one, which is fully grown. And that is because he decided to forcefully part ways with 2 of his girlfriends in this tank. He is, he's something, that fish. I also have in here somewhere, there's a Lucky right there. That fish was named by Allison. Thank you, Allison. And this is the fry that I raised. Very lucky. I found him down in this corner, and I'm surprised nobody ate him, because these fish, I've seen them spawn many times, and usually they just eat the eggs like before they even land. So they do like spawning inside this cave decoration, which is interesting, because they are not known to be cave spawners. Like, nothing I've read has said that, but the large male frequently will corral a female into this cave. And I think that's where Lucky managed to evade the other fish, where he was kind of protected inside this dark decoration, which is hollow all the way to the top, until I found him when he was just a teeny, teeny little sliver of sparkle in this corner over here. And I did actually think that Lucky was going to be a girl for a while, because he had green eyes, and in these the females have green and the males have blue. But I think around 2 months old or so, his eyes turned blue, and now he's probably 4 months old. You can see he's just starting to get some of the fin extensions of the male. So if it becomes an issue for the larger male, I'll have to move him to a different tank. But so far, the big male doesn't care about him, which is good. I also have, let's see, there is a blue longfin Daniel. I have 4 of those and a leopard Daniel, so I'm going to try some slow motion to see if I can capture them a little bit better. This is my last neon. Originally I brought 12 of them in here and they had neon tetra disease. This one is just getting old though. So I have 4 Amano shrimp. Here's one of the smaller ones. And there's one of the larger ones on this piece of Mopani here. This Anubias caufifolia is one of the original tank inhabitants. This Java fern Windalove I added later, and it's kind of strapped to this piece of wood that's standing up back there. The Emperor tetras like to pick on plants a little bit, so I used to have African fern on here. I'm not sure I can even find any of it anymore. There was a little bit of a stem still here, but not now. That's also why my Bacopa has very few leaves on it. They like to pick at that too. But they generally leave most of the other plants alone, including the Pogostemon stellatus octopus. Right up here, I have another one of the original inhabitants to this tank. It's a 3.5-year-old nerite snail. It used to lay a lot of eggs all over the piece of Mopani and stuff like that I would take like a little pick and scrape off. But I've found that it hardly does that anymore as it's gotten older. I don't know if you can see it because I'm kind of having to hold the camera in a corner where I can't fit my head. So I'm not sure what I'm filming. But in this corner back here is a runner from a larger crypt Eusteriana that I have in a tank downstairs. That will hopefully get as tall as the tank. And then kind of arch up and come over the top like so. And then in the back here I have this really large, gorgeous piece of dragonstone. This was given to me by Jeff from Pelham's Aquatics the last time we met up. I'm not sure if this is going to be its permanent home, but I do kind of like it in this tank because, like, if you back up, I feel like it takes the color from the wood and, like, kind of brings it back through the back right corner of the tank, and I kind of like that effect. I also have this Anubias fraseri down here that could use some dividing. But that's really about it for this tank. There's nothing fancy, no CO2, no active substrate. It's just a really low-tech tank with an air stone and a hang-on back and, well, a heater too. But yeah, so thank you everyone so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.